Hello everyone, welcome back to more Magic the Gathering Arena. I think that last 2-win run took almost as long as the 7-win run immediately preceding it. It was just much slower games. I don't know. I think it was not quite as long, but it was close. I ended up splitting them both into 2 videos, and I think it was like an hour 50 versus like 2 hours 20 across the 2 videos. Anyway. It would have been unbearable to play 7 games with that deck. Let's see what we get up to here in another Zendikar Rising draft. Charix, the Raging Isle. I think I probably want this card. It is a very flexible creature, right? It's first of all, it can block like pretty much anything. And if you can afford to spend some mana on it, it can become almost whatever stats you need. Now, if you have like 9 islands or something, you can only click this once. But in that case, you get like a 9/8, which is pretty insane for blocking or attacking. So I probably want this. Relic Amulet is pretty cool, but not really as exciting as taking something as nuts as this rare legendary crab. Let me just open up the draft sim list again. What is this guy's name? Charix. Yeah, he's ranked 50th, so not as good as our first pick in the last game, which was ranked number 1 on draft sim, but still quite good. And I think better than, like, I don't know, if we looked at Relic Amulet, it's like 110th. Umara Wizard, surely not, right? It's very close, actually, 55th compared to 50th. But anyway, I'm happy to. I want to play with the crab. It's a giant crab. How can you not take the giant Leviathan crab? There's not even like any removal here that it's competing with. Out of curiosity, how good is Shepherd of Heroes? Obviously not as good. Yeah, 142nd. All right, so we'll take Crab Lord. We're gonna be a Crab Lord today. And what kinds of decks does this fit in? Is it like, does it love a particular color combo? It's not really red-blue. It's not really green-blue, because red-blue is like instants and wizards. It's not green-blue, which is counters. It's not black-blue, which is mill. And it's not white-blue, which is like life gain, as I recall? No, am I thinking of a different... Yeah, white-blue is kind of party life gain flyers kind of thing. This is not any of them. So it's just sort of generically fine in any blue deck, but not particularly pushing us towards any secondary color yet. Also, like mono blue, pretty hard to run in this set, but could be a thing. It would be best in mono blue, really. But you don't want to run mono blue most of the time. Allied Assault is pretty good. More of a party card. Journey to Oblivion is pretty reasonable party removal, I think. Oh, but this is even better, right? I mean, it's less powerful because you can't use it on like a core celebrant that's triggering a life gain engine, right? Whereas this you could. But this does not require you to have party synergy to activate it. I mean, I don't know, neither does this, right? It's like 5 mana. And it gets cheaper if you have party stuff, where this is like 3. I think it's pretty likely we want a white card, one of these 3. And I think Allied Assault is not the best option. Let's just look at how good it thinks they all are as first pick. Allied Assault is 159th. Journey to Oblivion is 57th, so much better. And Nahiri's Blessing is 111th. So, Binding, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is harder removal that works for the kinds of cards that were killing me in the last match. last draft. And it commits you a little bit less to white. It does kind of make you want to get party stuff, but like blue-white can make a reasonable party thing go. They have like they have wizards and rogues in blue and clerics and warriors in white. So that actually seems like, yeah, you could do totally do party stuff in blue-white. Here's a weakish counterspell that is also a land. It's just such a bad counterspell. Like, I say weakish, but it's very weak as counterspells go. It's great if your opponent is tapping themselves out, but that'll typically only happen in the first few turns of the game. And those are the turns you're least inclined to float mana. So how good really is this? It's ranked 101st. Just like it's in there with basically all the other dual-faced lands, or with a bunch of them anyway. Which seems fine. The alternative, I think, would be Smite the Monstrous, more removal, which is ranked as like pretty bad, which is about what as I discussed earlier a long time ago. I drafted this quite a bit because it's like nice removal. It's 4 mana. It kills like big creatures, but big creatures aren't what win this format. And pretty much every time I drafted this, I almost never played it. And it is indeed rated as almost always bad. So, I mean, one thing we could take is this, like, 3 mana, 3/2 cleric. It's a party card, it's a creature, it's the cheapest thing. But I think that just having this island is a little bit better. Let's have... Yeah, I think the Angel Heart Protector is also pretty bad, which is fair, I agree. Okay, we'll just take a land. Farsight Adept to draw a card, or no, the Stalker is better, right? It has specific party synergies and it's evasive. Great, I'll take it. Skyclave Squid might be a thing to just like survive for a while. Actually, Cleric with Chill Depths is maybe better. Yeah. This is a more aggressive blue card. It is a defender, but landfall it can attack. And this can survive being attacked by like a 2/2, whereas this can't. Well, okay, you kill the 2/2, so that's about as good as... This could defend off 2 2/2s at a time, right? Blocking them on alternate turns. Although the opponent would be sort of foolish to attack like that. They'd prefer to attack with both, and then wait, and then attack with both again. But that's still taking less damage than if they attacked with both and you traded one and then they kept attacking. Anyway, so I think Cleric of Chill Depths is probably the pick here. We could just grab a flyer, I guess, but I like the idea of party stuff and being defensive rather than offensive. Just how bad is Cleric of Chill Depths? Pretty horrible, actually, is what it mentions here. And I think that, like, Raptor is fine. Like, it's bad, I guess. How about Deliberate? They're all sort of bad. Okay, so I really have to think about which one fits best in the deck, huh? Like, this Ox, I mean, it actually can do some pretty cool stuff. But I'm... Oh, actually, it's rated as bad? I've had pretty good experiences with Ox in my white. But again, this is like a first pick order. In my like white, green, and white red decks. The Ox has done some kind of amazing things. Does it really think the Squid is better? No, I think the Squid is also pretty bad. So I really get my choice between these three, except it thinks the Raptor is... Sorry, the Cleric is worst. But, like, these are all bad cards. And I feel like the one that fits best into my deck is really the Cleric. I think that's worth taking one, like, quite bad card over one fairly bad card. Is just, like, a defensive party thing. Ooh. Not a lot of choices here, huh? But Deliberate's fine. It's not good. Oh my god, if you made the crab fly, though? How about them apples? Or even just making the Cleric fly? To block a flyer more effectively? I don't know. I like scrying. I'll take it. Practice Tactics should be great. There's also the Pack Beast, which is a party card that, you know, the mana ability doesn't matter that much. But I have 2 party synergy cards already. This would help activate them. However, I think some removal is more valuable. Risen Riptide is like a much better card than this Sellsword. In general, I assume, right? It's 175th. And the Sellsword is 202, so actually it's pretty close. But I like this as just like it's a warrior. I'd rather sideboard it. I don't want to run this, but it's a party creature. Okay, here we go. Ooh, these are both okay. Relic Amulet, not so much, but the Outrider is a warrior that cares about party, and this is more party-based removal. I think I'm going to go for more removal. Creatures are easy to come by. Removal is sometimes a little tricky. This Rogue is fine. It's a cool combat trick. Negate is really nice on the rare occasions when it does something, but most of the time it doesn't. Right, Negate is rated horrible, and the Duelist is rated like bad, so I'll take the Duelist. And it fits better into the deck as well. Okay, Spare Supplies. Utility Knife. Broken Wings. And Lithoform Blight. So we didn't get that many good cards in this pack. Oh my goodness. I didn't know this was in this set. It's a card they reprinted from a long time ago. There's a number of cards that are reprinted over numerous sets. This is just one that I happen to know was in one particularly oppressive deck a long time ago. I'm trying to remember what the deal with it was. You ran some like 10 mana enchantments or something, and there was some card that would like let you search your deck for an enchantment and put it into play or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, this helped you ramp out for it. Core Blade Master is alright. The other choice would be Expedition Diviner, which is more of a like wizard thing, not a party thing. Yeah, I think I'll take the Blade Master. It's a party card, it's cheap, it can trade efficiently, and it really benefits from equipment. And might give me another reason to run, say, the Sellsword. Or if we get another one of those the Riders, the 4 mana 3/3 white warrior thing, that would be great to have with this and some equipment. And for party, we have a Cleric and 2 Rogues. Okay, well, we're not exactly doing great on all that party stuff, huh? There's my first warrior, though. I think we take this Binding, right? Oh, Bubble Snare is actually gross. I think we want the Bubble Snare. It's got to be better, right? They're actually really close, it says. That's interesting. I thought Bubble Snare was like one of the premium removals in this set. As like, if it's a creature they're attacking with, you can remove it extremely cheaply. And if they're not attacking with it, then you can still like remove it for a serious cost, or just say, okay, you can attack with this one more time if you want. I think we take the Bubble Snare. I don't believe them that this is slightly better. Roost of Drakes. Oh, if only. Oh man. I mean, I have only one kicker spell, and I'm not likely to pick up that many others. And we do have the Outrider here competing with so many other good cards, like Nahiri's Blessing. I think I have to take Binding. It's a Binding. I think I have to take Nahiri's Binding and hope that maybe when the pack comes back to me, it still has the white creatures in it, or one of them at least, because I'd happily take all three of these cards. Maybe I'm overdoing it on the removal, but I don't know. The last run has me kind of scarred. Take another Duelist. Better than another Cleric, I think. Alright, there's a Seagate Banneret. There is a Disenchant, which I think is like pretty awful, right? Yeah. But Seagate Banneret is totally fine. It helps me curve out aggressively. It gets a warrior down. Gives me a mana sink for the late game. This is not a great creature, but it's okay. I could take another utility knife, but I don't think like I'm that likely to run two of them, and I just want more party cards. Field Research. A Living Tempest would be like some late game, which I don't currently have. That's not quite true. I have the Crab, which is a good mana sink. I have the Seafloor Stalker, which is also a mana sink that you enjoy having in the late game. And I have a Seagate Banneret. So I have some late game. Not many ways to like push damage through except the Stalker, maybe the Crab. But this is like pretty expensive for a 3 damage flyer. The fact that it's flash is not that important to me, I think. I might just go with some draw because I am running quite a lot of little cards. Smite the Monstrous, I think, is like kind of overdoing it on removal, especially taking a bad removal. I'll just grab a Sentinel. Probably not run it. Another Duelist? I don't think Chilling Trap is going to work most of the time. Do I still have 0 wizards? Yeah. This is fine as a defensive card. It looks like I did not get any more. I did not get a second. I think this is the pack that I was hoping would have. Yeah, it was. That I was hoping would still have a white creature in it. Oh well. So the draft, I think, is honestly not going all that well. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, it's a party creature that is tiny and white. I love it. Yeah. And there's one or two other cards I would be happy to take in this pack. This, and this maybe would be the main ones. Maybe even this guy. It's a wizard. I'd be happy to take that. That'd probably be better than the Felidar, in fact. But anyway, for now we take this Archpriest for sure. This is a combat trick for warriors, which I have a few of, right? 2. And I could run some equipment. I would be like, how many rogues do I have? I have 4. These 3 and this one. I think Skyclave Plunder is the better choice, though. Yeah. some scry and draw. It's a nice top end kind of thing. Here I have 2 warriors to choose from. Oh, or a geyser mage. It's very tempo-y. But I think giving this warrior double strike is just going to be bonkers. So I should consider whether I'm going to put in any equipment, like a utility knife. Even 1 is like pretty good here. Like I should probably cut a couple of these rogues. Maybe a deliberate. I ended up taking like several other draw cards. This might be a bit much. Yeah, let's put in the utility knives. And this outrider. Another warrior. Seems better than anything else. God, I'm being tempted with the relic vials. Just being teased. Oh, don't you wish you were playing black-white? Angel Heart Protector is okay. I actually think the Pack Beast is better, though. Just for the party abilities that it brings. It's like my only wizard. And its warrior-ness makes it warriorism? What is the quality of being a warrior? I don't know. I don't have a word for that. Warlikeness. Belligerence. Okay. I think Allied Assault is like the only pick here. I don't really like it that much. It can be pretty good. I don't know, I'll take it. How good is Allied Assault anyway? Did I look this up already? 159th. Not great. I don't think I need more draw. I also don't need the negate though. But if I'm going to run any of those, it's going to be the negate. Seagate Colossus? It is kind of a nice finisher. How am I on clerics? I have 3. I didn't get nearly as much party stuff as I would have liked. It's mostly warriors and rogues. A little bit annoying. This Mesa Lynx is kind of garbage. I don't really need another 2-drop there, I think. I don't need... Excuse me, come back. I don't need the Deliberate, really. I think I have to cut some rogues. I'm just looking at, like, do I want another utility knife to make this, like... where is it? This guy better? Giving stuff double strike is pretty strong. And I don't think I want that. I mean, okay, giving this double strike is pretty funny, you have to admit, right? But I think a third one of these is sort of overdoing it. I have to find something to cut already. And, like, the main bad card, I think, is, like, Angel Heart Protector. Or one of these rogues. But they're both, like, contributing to my party. Maybe I can cut a rogue. They're not doing that much. They're like combat tricks, right? And what I have in terms of removal is 2 practice tactics, a bubble snare. Allied Assault I would call more a combat trick than removal. And a Nahiri's Blessing. And a Journey to Oblivion. So that's like 5 reasonable removal cards. I don't think I want to cut down to 4. 5 seems fine. But I just like, okay, if I'm taking any of these, it's the utility knife, right? I don't think I want another Cleric of Chill Depths very badly. I might even like consider cutting the one I have. I mean, it's not good, right? You would want this more in like a 3-color party deck. Or a party deck where you're running like 2 main colors and splashing another. If you pick this up early enough, you might consider taking a lot more off-color party cards. But here, like, I should have enough white and blue to cast what I need. And so having something that enters the battlefield tapped is just like worse than like another island or whatever. But okay, I'll sideboard it, I guess. A 4th utility knife? I don't know. I'm not going to run that or pressure point, right? So it doesn't really matter which one I sideboard. So I don't think this is a very good deck. It gave me 9 planes. Where's my counterspell? Here it is. And 8 islands. I mean, my curve is really low. That's kind of the best thing this deck has going for it, is that it's like insanely aggressive, sort of, but like it isn't really. I just have a lot of cheap cards that are not aggressive enough. And like, what do I have in terms of draw? I have a fair amount, right? I have like a draw 3 plus scry, and somewhere in here I have a draw 2 or kick it for 3. And was there? I cut the deliberate, right? And that's about it. Yeah. So I have like 6 cards of draw and a bit of scry. No, well, yeah, sure. This is kind of scry and then draw in a way. I'm just like trying to figure out, can I like cut a land to run another utility knife? Probably. To like, it's even playable as like an early card, just to try to push in more extra early damage, because I seem to be doing kind of that, right? I thought when I took the Crab and this Journey to Oblivion early that I would be being a pretty slow control-y deck. But instead, I seem to have a lot of fairly cheap creatures and cheap removal. And ways to push damage. So I guess I'll go with this. Try to get 2 wins again. I am not at all confident that I would get an outcome so favorable. But who knows? Aggression is a pretty powerful thing to have in Limited. What? This has some good cards. If I had a single island, this would be a snap keep, I think. I don't know. I just have 2 rogues and then eventually the Colossus. Maybe I wouldn't. Yeah, this doesn't really do anything. Give me another hand. Okay. And I don't think I need the utility knife yet. I have a lot of them to draw. Okay. Cleric of Chill Depths kind of sucks if you're trying to be like more aggressive, huh? Okay, I've got a pretty good party setup coming here, and I've got some draw for the later game. Red-green, that's going to be aggressive. I do have some double white spells, but I'm not going to draw one of them and an island, so I might as well do this. Sorry, and a plains, I mean. Red, green, blue. Really? Are you gonna face another Omnath deck? It's a weird color combo otherwise. I don't know, they all have some kicker stuff, I guess. Oh no. They're fishing for white because they have blue in hand? Oh. It's another Omnath deck. Nobody runs all four of those colors without Omnath. I can bubble snare it, so it doesn't attack and doesn't block, but it would still be like giving them a bunch of life. Okay, well, we bluffed some damage, some combat trick or something. Do you have it in hand? Surely not, right? Okay. So right now, this ability would cost 3, right? I mean, I think that's sort of better than playing... No, I want to get this out. Just have another creature out there, which I can start attacking with. And try to get in 1 damage like this. I'll be pretty sad if they play some instant that that kills this, but at least they can't kill this, right? I don't even really care that much about my 1/3. I did it this way because I assumed this is how they're blocking, and that way I get the 1. I'm getting 1 damage in. If I make this invincible, they can... I don't know. It doesn't really matter why I did it. We almost have enough to kick the field research, and I think we should save for that outcome. Oh boy. Roost of Drakes. Target non-land permanent. That's a non-land permanent. I like this idea. Get out of here, you damn drakes. I could attack with my 2/3 and kill off their flyer if they double block. I don't want to do that, I don't think. I mean, because I would lose this, right, is the obvious downside. It would enable me to start attacking with this guy, but I'm not sure how great that is. I assume they have some more creatures to play here. Look at that, those cards glow when you mouse over them. Oh, and they make a noise? Amazing. What are my sound levels at, by the way? These look like about what they were before. I noticed I watched a recent video and it was like really... It seemed like the game sounds were pretty quiet. I don't know. Oh, jeez. All right, it wasn't Omnath. It's just like... It's just this card. which honestly is fine. Here's a warrior. Which will be very happy to attack, as well as that making my rogues. Oh no! Giving me my rogue back. Look at that, broken wings, huh? Let's just attack with both of these, and I can give them +3/+3 if they block. That should be a surprise. Actually, why don't I attack with everything? And then whatever they block and threaten to kill can be the things that I buff. I should have checked. This is an instant. Good, good, good. I was pretty sure it was. I'd seen it played in reaction before. No counterspells, please? I don't know. Even if they counterspell, it's not the end of the world. It kills... A counterspell kills this and keeps this alive, which is pretty good. Okay. I guess I maybe should have clicked this once anyway. I was hoping they might block and get suckered into something, but really I just missed like 3 damage here. Still, I have a pretty reasonable board. They're pretty low on cards. I just need them to not make the Roost of Drakes go off too much or draw Omnath. And I can start getting in some damage with this guy. Oh my god, are you going to remove him too? This is Zendikon, that's fine. No attack, I assume. You want to have that ready to block my 7/5, right? Yeah. I don't have 2 white yet. That's pretty funny. I think I probably should put this to sleep. I know I was hoping to Bubble Snare Omnath if they play it, but they haven't played it yet. And I've got shit to do, you know? How many kicker spells have they played and not gotten a Drake from? 0. Oh well. I don't know if that was right, because you can make that block anytime. Shouldn't you just like block 2 damage now? Block 2 damage a couple times and then eventually block 7 damage once instead of just blocking 7 damage once now? Maybe they're hoping to kill this off sooner. I don't know. That's a good card. No kicker? You only have 1 green. That's very sad for you. I think I'd rather draw 3 cards than remove this right away. I can still get in for... Like, he doesn't want to block with either of these anyway, or block either of these creatures anyway, right? So... Alright. Yeah, why remove it when... I don't know. I guess opponent... Oh no, Omnath, please. Oh, I have this binding though, which, you know. No, it's just a stomper. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's only 2. Nice. Yeah. You're gonna have to play something in addition to that Stomper if you want to live. I actually have lethal on board with just this guy if you play the Stomper. I don't even need a removal to win. So we'll see what they can come up with on 2 mana. Oh, that was a land! Sure, okay. That's cute. Not really gonna work, though. Okay, got him. Kind of a sad roost of drakes. I have to imagine opponent was running Omnath. There's just like no other excuse for running 4 colors, I don't think. And those 4 colors specifically. Roost of Drakes didn't really do anything. I don't know, most opponents' cards didn't really do much. They had good, like that Broken Wings was pretty cute, but it didn't actually work. Like you didn't ever play any kicker spells after it. You maybe should have saved it to kill something important. And then, okay, if you draw something with kicker, you can Broken Wings, and it's like cost you a little tempo. But you could have, like, for example, killed my 7/5 with it because it's an artifact. And that might have been more important to you. Wrath PhD, or Wrath, not sure how they wanted it to be pronounced. Man, another one of these, like, just 2 lands of the wrong color again. This guy's a lot of fun, but I'm not going to be able to play him for a long time if I keep this hand, so fine. I mean, not good, but fine. I have the Pack Beast to help me with my mana problems a little, or my color problems. I don't know that I need 2 utility knives. So I want to keep both my lands. Practice Tactics is pretty good when you have 2 party creatures. I think we do this. Red, okay. Ooh, this is a warrior. So we want to play the Pack Beast out first, I think. This way, if I draw plains, I can still play the Cleric of Chill Depths by converting the white to blue over here. And then these 2... I guess if I drew a plains, I would play this, actually, because these are 2 warriors. And with a utility knife, I could make it reasonably comfortable for them to both attack. Sadly, no further lands. This is just horrible. I can't even kill it with Practice Tactics because my party size is only 1. This can't count as all 4 things. It counts as any one thing. Ugh. I mean, I only cut one land. I don't feel like I deserve to have this happen to me 2 games in a row where I start with 2 lands and have to mulligan. At least last time I wound up with 3 lands reasonably quickly. And I had some draw. Ooh, interesting. Okay, this is a card. Honestly, having it together with the Pack Beast is maybe the best thing that could happen. I have a warrior and a rogue to finish off the party. And blue mana, it's happening. I can't afford to attack with this right now. Also, I don't really want to block anything. I guess I play this as my blocker. And we're ready, actually, if I just play this warrior. I can actually have a full party and give something flying and +1/+1. It's a little scary. Probably want to bubble snare that though, actually. Yeah, oh good, I have enough mana to do that. This only costs 1 since it's tapped already. No kicker. Well, I might as well attack first, right? Yeah. And he doesn't want to block anything with the 1/1, so I'll just go full swing here. Wow, this only costs 1 to activate. That's pretty gross, but I don't want to right now. Let's give this flying. And I'm threatening lethal, like very, very quickly. If you remove the rogue, it's like harder for me to do because I don't have a full party and I don't have an invasive creature anymore. Interesting. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. So this will use the Pack Beast. Kind of cool that I don't have to manually do it. We were going to get a 1/1 counter on this as well. Well, that was a weird and surprising game. Small creatures, man. And was the only removal I played, was it Bubble Snare? I think it was, right? No. I also played Practice Tactics and killed the other 2/3 warrior. Pack Beast was absolutely nuts. This is fine. And I think I will try to use this as a spell and not a land. Opponent mulliganed there. Down to 5. Like, it's not a great spell, but it's also not a great land, and it's not clear that I need a bunch of lands. I could play it now, and it would be just an island. It would be fine. I don't need the blue mana for anything. In fact, I'm not sure I should even play this guy, even if I could. So the question is, like, do I want to have this counterspell available, or do I just want an island? I think, honestly, I just want an island. This counterspell so rarely does anything. You can play blue and then a white. I don't know. It might actually be totally fine on turn 2 to counter whatever he kept. I'm going to try it. I can probably afford to play it face down on turn 3 if necessary. This is a good pickup. Probably should not play this face down right now. Should just get my Stalker out for some extra damage. Okay, anti-cognition me. Pretty good value for you. I guess I'm going to play this face down now. Kind of wishing I had done it earlier, but I think it was worth the gambit. Because now I can give this thing 3 attack. So that the Ruined Crab... Oh, you know, I should have... Oh, I forgot this has Flash. I should have attacked first and seen if he would block. And then I would actually get to kill the crab, which would be a great improvement. I could remove the crab, but right now I just want to get in some more damage. More counterspells. Okay. What have I lost so far? One of my draw cards. The Blade Master. I'm not sure which removal to use right now, actually. On the cat. Probably this one. Its activated abilities won't matter very much. Or its non-activated abilities don't matter. This might become cheaper in the future, and it's also going to be more useful against some creature, perhaps, that they might play. Or some non-creature, even. There you go. I can get one of these, but not both. Okay, well, I'm probably going to send one of them into Oblivion. What's the abilities on Jace Mirror Mage? Scry 2 or draw and reveal it. And they revealed a forest. Okay. I'm going to send this one straight to hell if you don't mind. The one with 4 counters. My deck size is still fine. Two top, really? Alright, I don't like that very much. Perfect draw. Oh, I don't know if that's what you should have done. I guess you know what you're drawing. Maybe you know it's going to be a creature that will affect the outcome, and you really wanted to keep the Ruin Crab alive. If you were going to draw junk, you should have blocked this, I think. But okay, you knew that was happening. Should have scryed first. 2 top again, wow. Well, this is pretty cool. And let's give you... It doesn't really matter, right? You just block whichever one I put the equipment on. Opponent has to deal with 2 things right now. Either play 2 creatures, or play a creature and remove a creature, or remove 2 creatures. Yeah, this is lethal. Just swing with everything. Only 7 cards left, but I got him. Good game. See ya. A close one, for sure. I was clearly winning at the end, but... You know, if I hadn't drawn my removals at the right time, that would have been a much more impossible game, would be maybe the way to put it. And I got a pretty shitty start. That's not true. I got 2 lands, but I got to play, like, on turn 2, I played the most insane creature in my deck and then equipped it with something. And then I had some okay follow-ups and a bunch of removal. Yeah, that was actually a pretty reasonable draw. Once again, exactly 2 planes as my only lands. I just don't understand how it can keep happening like this. But I'm gonna keep it, actually. I have the Pack Beast to help me convert, so the color issues are not such a big deal. Obviously I need more lands, but all the cards in here are kind of okay. And I have some draw once I get this going. I don't like it. I would rather have 3 lands, obviously, preferably of 2 different colors. Oh, speaking of. You have this 1/1 flyer, sure. I think I'd rather, well, they're running white. I could play this first and put the knife on it, which is a big investment. Or I could just play, and then play the Pack Beast, and like then this can attack for 3, which is pretty great. But it's very committal. Or actually, instead of the Pack Beast, I could, no, that's not a creature. It's very committal. If they have any removal for this, I'll be in a lot of trouble. Whereas playing the Pack Beast, if they remove it, it's not the end of the world, right? But they probably won't remove it. So I might as well just play this now and get the possible upside, since I'm getting the downside anyway if they have removal. I'll be sad regardless. I was going to say, at least they're in white, not black. They don't have Vanquish the Weak. Joke's on me, though. Anyway, we just play a Pack Beast here. Leaving white open seems good to me. Oh, it's still a 3/3. Whoops. It doesn't get more toughness, just more power. Oh, but I have practice tactics, which would deal 4 damage. Alright, I'll take it. Oh no, my pack beast. Well, what can you do? I can still play the Colossus next turn. Was that... Am I crazy? That was like a different sound than attacking always makes. It was like a chonk rather than a pow. That's very weird. I have to show you how many cards? 2? Well, these, I guess. I hate that this is going to draw so many, but a 7/5 is really important to me right now. Also a warrior, by the way. Oh, that doesn't matter because of this. This is already my warrior. Attacking with a 3/3... I think I can get away with it. If they double block, I don't think they want to lose this. So they will not double block. They will not double block either of these, so I can just swing in with everything. But I should play this first just in case. Right? In case they do block, I want to still be able to play this. Yeah. It shows them that I don't have a combat trick, which is too bad, but... I would love to Journey to Oblivion the 2/2. Okay. They want to use this, obviously, to gain life. It's very clear. Playing this would not give me a full party, so I'm going to save it for... Like, you might want to play it before combat if it would let you give something flying and +1/+1, but it won't. So, instead I will save it as a surprise and see what they can come up with in terms of blocks, and then try to mess with it. Okay, fine. I mean, I think stopping this from gaining life and a counter is worth spending this rogue. I could move this to here. The thing is, I probably want to move it back anyway. I mean, having this be a 3/2 is like kind of fine. This being a 2/2 is sort of useful. But I don't think this being a 2/2 actually... It spreads out my attack so that they have to block more creatures in order to not die. Let's do it like this. Oh no. That was like the nightmare draw. I don't know, maybe they already had it. No, if they had it in hand, they would have played it a while ago. Bubble Snare is honestly pretty sick. The 5/5, right? It's got to be the 5/5, yeah. Now I attack with this, and this, and this. Oh, do I just attack with everything? They kind of have to block with. They have to block this to not die. This has to block. Say they block like that. I'm going in with 8. Now this has to block something. I guess if it blocks this, they don't die. But I get in for 6, and they only have 1 creature, and I have 3. I think this is fine. Oh, they have 2 creatures. This is alive, I guess. All right, they drew a land, so I should be good, right? Kind of made me regret moving the equipment, because that meant they could block a 2/2 as opposed to having to trade their creature in. But it worked out in the end. This is a bad deck. I don't know why it's doing so well. I guess, like, I just don't believe in the power of small spells. I haven't even played the Crab Lord once. I haven't even drawn him, except in my mulligan when I sent him back. Maybe I'll get a game where I don't start with 2 planes in hand. Okay, this is fine. It's not like a very proactive draw, but that's alright. It has some removal. Opponent mulliganed, I think. I'm once again just going to play this as a land. It's just such a bad counterspell. It's good, like, if you draw it. I don't know, when is this ever good? I should just put an island in instead of this junk. I don't think I should be playing rogues to hit him in the face. But I could. Huh. Right, I can start doing 3 damage a turn. Honestly, I think I kind of need to get the damage where I can. Oh, I can't. I'm so stupid. I played an island because I wasn't planning to do this. I wanted to play both of the rogues this turn. I wasn't planning not to, so I played the planes, and I was like, oh, maybe I will. Okay, so this would not turn off their ability to use this for mana, or, of course, as a party creature. Well, that 2 damage I got is pretty much the end of the line, huh? No, I can attack with the 3/2. I can't move the knife, sadly, and then attack. Or a 4/3, they would block with both. Actually, maybe that would have been a good play. I wouldn't have this combat trick available, but it's... maybe that would have been better. I could just bubble snare this so that they can't... so that once they attack with it, it becomes useless. Just to spend the mana now instead of having to do it next turn. But what else am I going to do next turn? Well, ideally, I'd like to play the crab. I'd like to draw a land, right? And then this, I don't know. They probably just wouldn't attack with it and it would still be around, so it wouldn't accomplish that much. Well, right now they kind of look like they want to attack with it, right? Yeah, let's just get this out of here. Okay, what is this? Flying. Whenever a non-token creature dies, put a 1/1 counter. Okay. I mean, I could attack with the 3/2, but they would block here, obviously, and then get a counter there, which is great for them. Now, I could spend 3 mana on this thing. Here's a funny joke. What if I just attack with it? And then, if they block here, I don't buff it? I don't know, that seems pretty bad. I think I should just draw, right? No counterspells, please? Nobody runs negate, despite the evidence of a previous game. Choose 3. Oh, this is insane. A Plains is okay, but I'm kind of set on mana, honestly. I think I want to practice tactics and a paired tactician. Do I have any other warriors? I don't. But it's just like a creature. Okay, gonna play something else that you want to block with? No. Very interesting. Huh. I think I'm gonna swing with the crab. And have practice tactics available to remove this instead of needing to spend something really expensive to kill it. I'm pretty sure I want to do this, right? That thing is a serious threat. If they have a counterspell for this, I'm sad, but I can just remove it again. Base camp? Really? Shell shield, okay. So I think it really is important to get rid of that. It's like the only thing my opponent has going in this game. And after that, I can start working more on the crab, or whatever. Okay, we got something to stick. Now, I can attack with my 3-2, and they just trade with the 2-3. I think I should wait on that. It's not really doing anything for me. And someday I'll be able to, like, make better use of this as a party card, or buff it with a knife or something. So, no attacks. Shouldn't you have played that first to see if you could draw a counterspell? No, whatever it was, you couldn't have used it because your only land left was base camp. Well, no, you could have tapped the base camp and maybe drawn, I don't know, a black card for 1 mana that would have kept that alive. Seems unlikely. All right, so this is pretty cool, right? This could be toggled twice to become an 8 damage creature. That seems pretty good. Like, way better than moving the knife. Hang on, we're in damage, right? Yeah. Oh, I only have 3 islands. This isn't an island. Okay, a 6 damage creature then. Well, do I want to play something else? Like, I could play this guy, right? And then this is a 2 mana deal 3, where this is a 3 mana deal 3. I think that's fine. Let's just get in only 3 damage. Anti-cognition. I wonder... should I be like worried about anti-cognition and play that before combat so I have mana available to pay the tax? It's kind of an interesting thought. I need to kill them kind of quickly, don't I? This thing is going to get me eventually. Nope, never mind. I mean, the 1/1 will get me eventually, but not very quickly. I should have played it in the other order, in case of some counterspell that makes me pay something. But actually, I don't think there is anything that could target this. Anyway, get out of here. No shell shields, please. Another Living Tempest. All right. No attacks, I guess. I think I'm going to lose this one. I have a big draw here, but I'm... well, if I could draw like a... oh no! If I could draw a Practice Tactics, I could still kill the Living Tempest. I think I'm going to lose, though. Is there even another Practice Tactics? Yeah, there is. Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool, right? I only have 1 more turn to live. Rude. I just have to get in as much damage as I can, which is not very much. But it is some. The problem is I don't think I can threaten enough damage. Maybe I can if they attack with their stuff, actually. I don't think so. I think they can afford this. Because they can block 2 of my 3 creatures, and there's no way... Oh, even more. Alright. Well, see you later. I'm not sure what happened that game. Just like, I guess I don't... I got counterspelled too much. Maybe? Like, it was only one actual counterspell. I know there's a shell shield. And there's an anti-cognition, yeah. So that was 2. But like I had to spend a large number of removal spells on a small number of creatures. And I just couldn't get enough going on board. Also, they had like that big creature that I really had to work on removing, the 2/2 flyer. I wonder if I should have attacked with my 3/2 sooner, just to enable all my other stuff to attack. I kind of hate this, but as soon as I draw a single land, it's pretty great because I have some draw as well. I'm gonna give it a try. What on earth is this card back? Oh, it's an Extra Life 2020, yeah. They ran a promotion sort of recently where you could give them money and they would give some or maybe all of it to Extra Life. Alright, that's a nice draw. Jeez. I'm getting milled already pretty hard. I don't currently have any way to deal with the Ruin Crab either. Ah, I'm so stupid! That's white! I was like, oh, I did it. I'll just play... I thought I had white down already, like for no obvious reason. I could have checked and seen that it wasn't true. Oh man, that would have been so good to have right now. Like, it doesn't do anything on the board at the moment, but I could attack with it and then, like, maybe practice tactics the Ruin Crab and then get down, like, this warrior thing. Or I could practice... I don't know, guys. Oh yeah, and I could be putting counters on this guy soon. It's just a disaster. Like, that was a huge problem. Skipping your 2 mana turn for no reason when you have a great 2 mana card to play is not the kind of thing that you come back from if your opponent is similarly powerful. I only have 1 white mana, right? So... I don't think I can even play this guy now. Ugh, It's just so maddening. I think I'd be in a winning position if I had played that, and now I'm in a losing position. Anyway, this is what we kept practice tactics for. Possible combat tricks. I was planning to kill this, but killing this is fine too, since it keeps my creature alive. Yeah, I'm going to be milled out before I can kill them, unless I draw some pretty important and specific cards soon. The Ruin Crab is just killing me. I don't know. I guess I would be losing anyway, even if I had played this guy. But I would be getting in a little bit of damage. I think we just swing with the 3/2. And then play a crab? The crab doesn't even do anything. Like, I think this Blade Master is actually better. And I can play the Cleric of Chill Depths as well, not that it super matters. But this guy would have gotten in just so much damage over the last, like, 3 turns if he was putting counters on this guy as well. So I don't know. Maybe I would have been close to killing him. Ooh. That hurts. What do I even do here? Just replay the 1/1? I don't see how anything is going to be successful. Even if opponent never draws another land again, these guys are milling me out fast enough. I could Bubble Snare one of them for 1, I guess. Attack with everything and Allied Assault, and then Bubble Snare for 1. Okay. This costs 3 to activate, but it doesn't save this. Oh, it costs 2 to activate. My party size is 3. Okay, they get to sack it, sure. Well, that crab is the end of me. As soon as they draw a land, I'm dead, right? But maybe if they'd never drawn any lands and I could have attacked enough times, I don't know. Good game. Yeah, I mean, I was dead in that one anyway, I think. But it's just such a dumb mistake to not be able to play that guy on turn 2. Well, could be the last game of the run, hopefully not. Hopefully we get any match at all would be ideal. All right, here we go. Who do we have? Finally, a 3-mana, a 3-land hand in different colors. Not a lot of early plays, but hopefully I can get some. I don't think it matters which land I play first here. And they have a 1/3. Okay. What am I playing? Nothing, right? Yes. Great. Very exciting. You love to have no plays against aggro. Obviously, I mean, I'm the one who kept this hand. But I sort of didn't know what kind of deck I was up against, and it's alright as a value hand. Sort of. I don't know. I just feel bad about mulliganing anytime I have 3 lands, because that's like a pretty normal number, and you have no guarantees you're going to do any better. Oh, I'm very happy to see just a weak little creature. Now here's a funny thing. If I actually play this draw, I'll have to discard something. But I think it's pretty important to get to playable cards, right? Maybe not. Maybe I can just play this next turn and that contests the board fairly well. And then I can play this later. This is so passive, it's unbelievable. Okay, this is looking like lights out. Getting hit for 10 here. Oh no, only 7. Amazing. I mean, if I could kill their stuff, I'd be in good shape. But obviously I cannot do that. And whether this next card is a land or a creature, it's horrifying. A creature because they have more creatures, a land because they can activate that. So I guess what I want is a face-down land. Both of these, please. Or a spell that doesn't do anything, I guess. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm clearly going to get murdered here. Okay, a big creature that, yep, that's the thing I was going to block, so it was the right thing to buff. Kill that and get hit for 9, 10, 11. I'm not dead yet. I should maybe block, I don't know, it doesn't matter, I'm dead, right? So... Oh, I missed by 2 somehow? Guess I should have blocked this, then I would have been alive. Oh well. A merciful end. I don't know if I should have mulliganed that. I feel like I got a lot of hands where I had the wrong amount of land. And I only, like, cut 1. I don't think I deserved to have that happen to me as many times as it did, but what can you do? I don't know. I had a couple games that went pretty well, and they were all very early games. I think. The Colossus helped in a kind of late-ish game, didn't it? Oh well, let's get out of here. Nothing more to look at in this deck. That'll do it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.